welcome to ARC Storytime. We hope to bring a new cornerstone in the world of audio story and the collective imaginary. Hope you enjoy our story. The House with the Blue Shutters. It is an exciting holiday time. A group of friends with their children are meeting up at one of the friends' house. The house is on the west coast of Brittany. Mila, a unique child, is on her way with her parents and looking forward to meeting her friends. 3 boys and another girl, Anna. Mila loves these gatherings as it fills her with joy and gives her a sense of adventure. It is 12:30 p.m. Mila's family is approaching the site of the house as the map direction indicates 5 kilometers remaining. According to Mila's mom, it is a beautiful and old spacious residence where she used to go and play when she was a kid herself. The road is narrowing and becomes graveled. Mila's father slows down. The house is near the coast. The saline air and the sound of the seagulls let them imagine the sea very near. However, only large and flat grasslands or crops surround them. The sun is shining strongly on this autumn day. Mila has put on her fancy sunnies with purple frames and stares through the windows looking for the mysterious house. A few kilometers later, the family reaches the site. Past the gate of the driveway, Mila discovers a stunning and large stone house with blue shutters. The house is encircled by hortensia flowers of vibrant colors. On the tile roof, she distinguishes 2 tall chimneys, from one of which smoke comes out. Excited and full of energy, she has unfastened her belt, ready to jump out of the car. After a warm welcome on the threshold of the house, the 3 guests are stepping in. Mila admires the charm of this ancient house. Its high ceilings, exposed wooden beams, and granite walls. A fire glows in the fireplace and gives a cozy feeling inside. Suddenly, Mila can hear some heckling and recognizes her friends. She hurries towards them. Everyone also just got here, and cheerfulness fills up the atmosphere. After a quick glance at the house, Mila and her parents are heading to the first floor by a large spiral staircase. Mila drops her belongings in a large room where a few mattresses are placed on the ground next to each other. Then she walks down the corridor while looking at beautiful candlesticks made of clear crystals hanging on the wall. The first floor seems occupied by guests, and Mila peeps through the other rooms with gleaming eyes. Waiting for her mom to finish unpacking, Mila is back on the stairway, staring at the upper floors. How many floors and rooms are on this house? She asks her father, who is passing with the remaining bags. Enough for you to raise your interest in it, he replies with a smile. The lunch is served on a sunny patio, where, on their round and separate table, the children are planning the rest of their day. Are we allowed to explore the house? Asks Mila with her inquisitive nature. Anna, whose father owns the place, replies with enthusiasm that there are, for sure, a few interesting areas to explore. After the main dish, the sun seems to have disappeared for good, and as the temperature drops, everyone decides to bring the tableware inside. The children, who are already keen to leave the table, choose to play hide and seek, as it is almost a tradition when they meet. For Anna and Mila, this is a fun time as they always partner up and trying to find the most remote, secret spot where they manage to hide. They both are good at it and can stay hidden for up to an hour. Rounds are set. Mila and Anna are hiding when the others are seeking. One rule is established: to hide within the ground floor, as the house is huge. The girls have 2 minutes to find the best spot, and they aim towards the western aisle of the house. This one is darker than the rest of the house, as the sun has not reached it yet. Confident, the girls are moving across the house hastily. They pass through the living room where a few hot embers are still smoking, and then carry on along a corridor. Mila realizes that there is a lot to explore around this floor as well. However, there isn't time to look at everything just yet. The girls have arrived at the back entrance of the house. Anna pushes the heavy door to look outside, but she closes it quickly as she feels the howling cold wind on her face. The girls decide to hurry to find a place to hide. In the entryway, Mila notices that a large closet is slightly opened. She slides the door and sees a few coats hanging behind a watering can and rubber boots. The closet seems quite deep, and Mila, who has a small size, squeezes in between the coats to the back of it. Anna covers her properly, while Mila lays her back on the wall. It is pretty dark and smells humid there. However, she remains still when suddenly she feels something round is pressing on her back. She turns around to check and finds herself holding a silver large knob. Mila calls Anna, who was about to close the closet door, and the two girls discover a secret door hidden behind the coats. Mila turns the handle, and to her surprise, the door opens. The girls are now facing a narrow and steep staircase going up. A natural light comes from the top of it and lights up the dust of the stairs, forming clouds of sparkles. Without thinking twice, they step up the stairs quietly after closing the secret door behind them. The wooden steps are cracking under the girls' shoes, but apart from this noise, there is complete silence. It feels like being far away from everything. The steps are high and the girls slow down their pace. The light seems to clear up as the girls approach the threshold of the staircase. Mila is walking ahead, and overjoyed by a feeling of adventure, she discovers where the staircase leads to. She faces a broad, empty hall. Anna joins her, and to her surprise, she's also discovering this place for the first time. The top of the staircase, where the girls are standing, opens upon a vast and luminous hall under a pointy roof. Wooden beams on each side support it and give charm and personality to the room. There is an imposing chandelier with slivers of crystals hanging in the center of the ceiling, and at the back, the girls notice a fireplace which does not look functional any longer. The blue shutters of the side windows are half opened and allow natural light to pass through. Contrasting with downstairs, it feels warm and bright, as if a gleaming sun had suddenly pierced through the clouds. From this height, the girls can now perceive on the horizon the blue line of the sea. They glance for an instant and then shift their attention back to the room. The room is empty of furniture. However, there is a pleasant feeling which seems to emanate from the space around. It might have been a while since no one has come here, the girls assume, while looking at the dust covering the wooden floor. Mila and Anna, delighted, stare at the empty place. "Do you know anything about this room?" Mila asks, frowning. "No, we should ask my father about it," Anna replies while browsing the surroundings. Mila is walking in the room, followed by her friend. More she approaches the center of the place, the more pleasant her feeling is. The energy is intensifying, one step after another. Even outside, the weather is slowly transforming from overcast to brightness. The off-white colors of the walls illuminate along with it. The sun now unveils and shines in the room, making the small crystals of the chandelier reflecting the light. As they do so, they project glittering rainbow patches on the ceiling. Silence prevails, and the girls are not pronouncing any words any longer. Their eyes are wide open, our bodies are standing still, while the room is now filling up with life. Furniture and people appear in the space. The room is alive. Two small boys are sitting in a corner of the room, playing with cowboys' figurines. They wear short trousers and long socks, like old times. They are talking with each other with an accent that Anna and Mila do not comprehend. A man with a mustache is reading a newspaper and swinging on a rocking chair, while fumes come out of his pipe and mouth. They look so real in the room. Quickly, those characters disappear, leaving behind them wisps of golden glitters, and a new scene appears. The girls now see a laughing toddler walking towards the lady's arms as she opens them lovingly. It looks like summertime as the lady wears a light dress, and the girls notice that all the windows are open. This scene gives way to another, and along with it, the weather outside changes. An old lady is now knitting on a comfortable sofa. The fire is on, and the girls can feel the heat of the flames. Amazingly, it is now snowing outside. A group of small children are climbing up the stairs, bunnies on, still full of snow. They giggle and run. They pass near Mila and Anna without seeing them. The girls can see them, can hear them, but these figures behave as if the girls don't exist. Full of excitement, the children join the old lady on the couch, leaving snow all around the place. Mila and Anna are standing still, in awe, but strangely, they do not feel afraid. The atmosphere in the room is joyful, and the girls can feel the emotion of love and happiness spreading in the space. After a moment, all the characters and furniture filling the room vanish, leaving the place in a sudden hush and obscurity, as if the sun itself dissipated. The delightful feeling in the room has faded away, and the place now looks dingy and lifeless. Only the blue of the shutters seem to remain glossy. The girls are stunned. They look at each other, and Mila is the first to speak. "Did you see what I just saw?" she whispers. Anna nods. This scene is nothing she has ever experienced either. Time feels distorted, as if the girls are upstairs for ages. They decide to leave promptly to join their families. As they walk down the stairs, they fear that they were gone for a while. Indeed, it is strangely dark around here, dark and cold. However, as they approach closer to the main lounge, they can hear their parents' voices. With a sigh of relief, the girls are meeting their families. Around the table, everything looks normal. Their parents are still chatting with each other, an empty pot of coffee and a few cups displayed in front of them. The other children are back at their table, sharing an apple pie. "Where were you?" one of them asked while chewing his dessert. Mila and Anna are sitting still, and their faces look pale. "Sorry, we've gone too far," Anna replies while serving herself and Mila a piece of pie. But none of the girls are truly hungry. Actually, they don't really want to talk either. They just want to go back there, to understand what happened, to feel and see it again. And as they start whispering when and how to pursue their quest, somebody from the other table is shifting his attention from his cup of coffee to the girls' discussion. Anna's father has a funny feeling traveling through his body, a feeling which is familiar to him and wraps him tightly. And as his eyes widen and eyebrows raise, he mutters to himself softly, "It is happening again." Thank you guys for listening to the first part of the story. Do not hesitate to subscribe to our channel and share your thoughts in the comments below. We'll be back with the second part of the story soon.